I'm going to go on a quick rant here just because I just feel like being mad today. Even though I'm happy, I'm so happy because of the recent elections, but then I have certain conversations with people, I see certain things, and then I'm mad all over again. I know that education is a privilege. I know that I come from one of the most highly educated parts of the United States. I know that not everybody has the same access to education as I do. I know that the left has been labeled as the elite political party simply because we like to talk about how highly educated we are. And this is the thing. I no longer want to come from a place of privilege when talking about these topics. Well, I mean, I don't really have a choice in that, but I don't want to shame people per se, because it's not people's fault that they don't have the same access to education as I did. But the part that makes me so furious is when somebody doesn't want to acknowledge their lack of privilege. They don't want to say, you know what, I'm not super well versed in this topic because my school system really wasn't the best. We didn't really have these conversations surrounding politics. I feel like there's a lot more research I need to do. There's a lot of people who fall in that category and they truly believe they have all the knowledge and that they know all things because Google. And half the time they don't even Google things. With that being said, the second group of people that piss me clean the fuck off, excuse my French, are the people who are fully aware that they're not well versed or that they're not really into politics or that they don't follow things that much, right? They're not in those spaces, having those conversations, doing that research, yet they have such a strong opinion when it comes to politics, and they really use their privilege being a U.S. citizen and voting. Yet you're fully aware that you don't follow politics and don't know much about politics. Because this is the thing. I've had plenty of conversations with MAGA. Yes, I'm going to name names. It is typically one side where they will openly and in some ways proudly talk about the fact that they don't really follow politics or they're not really well versed in the topic that I'm trying to discuss. Yet they are so firm in their beliefs. Because I don't know about you, if I'm not well versed in something, if I lack education in a very specific topic, I will not have a strong opinion. My opinion will be very lukewarm, mild at best, and it's very malleable and can easily change depending on the information that I'm taught by someone who is well versed in that topic. But these people will proudly talk about the fact that they don't really follow politics. And the part that irks me is I will give them a middle school level civics question. I will talk about a term. Ask them if they know what that term means. Ask them a very simple question. A question that I have been asked by my 7th grade civics teacher. And they will look at you dead in the face with a blank stare and tell you they don't know. Yet, you can't answer this one question, but your beliefs are valid and mine are fabricated and incorrect. Make that make sense. You know we are doomed when people who know they don't know things somehow believe they know all things, right? And when you ask them, have you looked this question up or do you do research on this topic? They will say no. And their source of credibility is Fox News. And that's it. They didn't learn about this in school. They didn't look this up online. They didn't crack open a book. They simply believe their news anchors and their politicians, and that's it. And that's terrifying.